Foreclosures, along with that massive backlogs of homes you keep hearing about, the housing market is facing a treacherous road ahead. So how can we potentially get home buyers back into the game? Tanya Marchiol is the founder of Team of Investments. I think it's Team Investments. And she actually has a plan. Tanya, you have a plan to fix the housing market? You got to share it with us.
Well, a plan that's a big stretch, because I do see the numbers still declining a little bit. But again, I've said it, and I think I'm just going to coin this term. We're bouncing on the bottom. What the Zillow numbers came out the other day, and they were all 0.2, 0.8, 0.6. I think there were 5 regions that were up a little bit. That's bouncing on the bottom. This has to eventually take a turn, but we're going to look at this for a while because of that great robo-signing debacle.
Yeah, but we had Rick Sharger on the show, and he talked about this whole foreclosure mess going on maybe another 2 years. As a potential buyer, wouldn't that frighten me and just tell me, you know what, I better rent until the coast is really clear?
It wouldn't frighten me, because we're buying all the time out here. Again, you always buy when things are low. Why would I buy when the market's high? This is a great time to buy. Whether it goes down 0.2% or up 0.4%, this is a fabulous time to buy. People are buying homes at the right price now. They're not overinflated.
So now, having said that, you think we're going to get back to historical norms? If we do, what does that mean? What kind of investment returns would I get if I bought a house this summer?
Well, let's look at it like this. We are 50% below where we were in 2007, 2008. Do I ever think we're going to get back to those numbers? Absolutely not. But do I think that we're going to get back to a healthy market that is probably 3/4 of that? I do. Seeing 15% returns on a real estate investment that is a 5 to 10-year hold is very feasible.
Let's talk about risk, though. We saw a lot of government intervention. We got credits for buying new homes. And almost everything that's been tried, people who've taken that bait, they're getting hit already. They're already down on these investments, months into it. So what are the risks of being too early in this housing market?
Well, there's definitely risk. There's risk in any investment, and we all know that as investors, right? But you have to truly make wise decisions when you're coming into things like this. So you need to look at what your exit strategy is before you even enter anything. As a personal home buyer, as an investor, you better have a plan. A lot of people got into this market, and they never had a plan on how they were going to get out or what they were going to do. They just bought a house because it was the thing to do. Right now, you better have a plan, and it requires real thinking and wise decision making.
Well, so help me out before we let you go, because we're running out of time. Should I be a buyer as an investor, or should I just be a buyer because, it's not going to make me rich, but it should do okay over the long term, a house right now?
So as an investor, smart move to buy right now. As a personal home buyer, if you have the credit, rates are what? Historically low at 4.3% right now. Get in. Even if we go down a little bit, they're going to go back over the long haul. And it's a great investment plan.
I tell you what, Tanya, I hope so. I think we all want to see this housing market find terra firma and start to rebound. Love your optimism. Tanya Marchiol, Team Investments. Thanks a lot. Well, the fallout from the housing bubble has been monumental. We all know that. So the big question is, what's the next bubble to burst? Well, guess what? All week, next week, we're going to be asking and answering that question for you, and we're going to focus on possibly different bubbles out there. People will not believe how many actual bubbles there are right now. No one talks about them. They're very threatening, and they're very real. Bubbles out there that still exist. We're going to bring them out to you.
Yeah, we're talking about in sectors that you may not have heard of, that you actually may be exposed to, things that really don't get headline attention.
Oregon City. But a big area here will be flooded. We're talking about farmland, winter wheat, not out of the ground yet. We're talking about rice, still there.